Hello everyone. I'm going to do another review today, and I'm going to review FreeAgent accounting software, which I realise probably doesn't sound like the most exciting thing in the world, but for me it's been brilliant. I've been using it for a couple of years now. It takes care of all that kind of stuff that I don't get any enjoyment out of whatsoever. I used a few different methods in the past. None of them really worked. I've used Excel spreadsheets that my accountant set up for me. I used a little simple text document. I used an app, which was good until my Mac crashed one day and then lost all my data. So now I use FreeAgent. It's all in the cloud. Oh, I can't believe I've said that word out loud. But anyway, so yeah, it's basically for freelancers and small businesses. This is their site. It's pitched at UK and US. The different pricing structure for sole traders, partnerships, limited companies. I think it's one monthly fee if you're in the US. Change that now. I think it's about $25, something like that. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's $24 a month. Okay, so that's their website anyway. So once you get an account set up and running, it looks something like this. And I'm in this every day, and it's so great for my business. I'll go through the main bits I use. I can't cover everything that they do, and you'll notice that it's largely empty. Unfortunately, I can't publish all my figures and things like that. Well, I probably can, but I don't really want to. Okay, so going across the top, so I've got this fake company called Octopus9 I'm just using for this demo version. So first of all, oh god, forgot my login. Let's have a look. See if I can remember it. I can never remember passwords. Is that going to work? Yeah, we're in. Okay, so I set up a couple of just quick contacts with some fake generic names. So firstly, it's a place to manage all your contacts. You can import them if you want, export them when you want to. Okay, so let's have a look at this Connect Media one. So for this contact, I can look at any projects that I've set up with them. I can have a look at invoices that I've got open or overdue, or ones that have been closed. I can issue them a statement of account like I do quite often. I can make a new invoice for them, make a new estimate, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the places I really use it mostly are firstly estimates, which is just brilliant to kind of create an estimate for a client, give it a name. I'll just call it Connect Media. You can assign it to a project if you want. I don't often use projects, but they are pretty cool to do. Put a date on it, and you go in the more options. You can apply a discount, things like that. Put a contact name. If you want to use a letterheaded paper, you can. Okay, so create the estimate. So it pulls my details in. It's not pulled my logo through because I don't have one set up for this fake company that I'm using. But you add your estimate items like so. So I generally opt for service, write the details in, write a unit price. Sometimes if you're billing by the hour, that's in there as well, days and so on and so on. You can save that out as a PDF, send it to your client, whatever. So same principle for invoices really. So creating invoices, setting dates, times, things like that on. You can set recurring invoices if you bill for things like hosting and SEO on an ongoing fee, something like that. Really useful because it spits those invoices out for you and just sends them on to your client. You don't even need to do anything. Bills I don't use because I use the banking feature, which is brilliant. So you can either upload a bank statement, it takes like CSVs and things like that, it works with most banks, or you can enable an automatic bank feed, which is brilliant. So what you do here is you put in the you enable the feed, and then it will instantly kind of pull your transactions up when they're there. If it's small things like expenses, it will automatically try and mark them down as things that you've kind of bought or whatever. Invoices you have to manually mark, but it does recognise them and it suggests which invoice it thinks it is. Obviously, if you've got 4 invoices in at the same price, it's not going to know which one's which, so you don't want any confusion there. The other thing on invoices, what I really like about this, and it's saved me a lot of money, is I'll just make a new invoice and we'll make it for this Lion printing. Just put LP in there for the reference, payment terms 30 days. Email payment reminders if this invoice goes unpaid. Oh, that is such a godsend for me, because any freelancer out there knows that basically clients don't always pay on time. But when they get these automated warnings, and because it says it's automated, it doesn't feel quite so bad. I get a lot of people calling me up going, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm really late with paying this one, I'll get it sorted." And that's just from an automated reminder. I don't have to go in and do it. It emails a thank you, so if you want to put a little nice message in there saying, you know, we look forward to working with you again, get some repeat custom, that's really good as well. What else can we show you? So the other area I use quite a lot is time tracking. So aside from my direct-to-client projects, I also do some in-house freelance where I have to kind of track my hours. I just have them as a project, so I'll put freelance work, status active, leave all that off, forget project invoice, leave the budget off, hours per day, so it might, some places it might work 7, some places it might be 8, maybe less. Put your normal billing rate in, and then you can just track your time. So let's put, I don't know, let's say I work for £100 an hour, which I don't, I should add. Wish I did. So you have to go create a new task. So in here, so I'm going to say I want to time track some time for Connect Media on freelance work. That freelance work was design. Got to create a new task there. So design is normally £100 an hour. It's billable time. Create that task. So we've now got that in there. And let's say I was doing a flyer or something like that. You can either start a timer on that, or you can say I just did 4 hours. Let's add a time slip for that. That's there. And what's brilliant about this is when you've kind of done at the end of the month or at the end of the week, you can create an invoice from all this time. It adds it all up for you. The other area I use quite a lot is reports. So accounting reports. I quite often look at my profit and loss account, and I'll do that by month for the last few months, and it will break down all the money that I've got incoming, all the money that I've got outgoing, which categories it's gone out in, so any petrol, any kind of business expenses on stationery, things like that. It just literally takes care of absolutely everything for me, this. I didn't really want to buy into it when I was first shown it by a friend of mine, because I don't like paying monthly fees for things. I don't want to be tied to software forever. But what I will say about it is FreeAgent have got a brilliant referral scheme. And I'm just going to show you a little bit about that now. So if you get someone to become a paid subscriber with your referral code, you both receive a 10% discount. So I get an incentive to recommend it, which is what I'm doing now. But I should also point out that I wouldn't recommend this software if I didn't think it was really good. I absolutely wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have been using it for years myself. And people do refer it because people like using it. And if you get 10 referrals, that's 10% off times 10. Your account becomes completely free, which is brilliant. If you go beyond 10 referrals, you become an evangelist. FreeAgent start paying you for using the software. What a great referral scheme that is. Other companies should be taking note of that. You end up getting paid to use what I think is one of the best accounting software on the market. You know, I just can't recommend that enough. Let me talk about a few other things you can do. So on your project dashboard, you'll get a cash flow building up over time, so you get to see what you've had income in, what's been outgoing. You can look at that over the last 12 months, 6 months, 3 months. As your bank feed comes through, you'll start to see how much money you've got in your bank, when your account's good, when it's not so good. You can look at any time you've racked up on projects that's on build. Look at any estimates that you've got in that have not been approved. Check your time slips out, invoices, look at your expenses and bills. And I think that's about it for now. I mean, it does loads more stuff. Those are the things that I use. I find it a massive help for my business. Take a look, take the trial. I think the free trial is like 30 days, something like that. Give it a blast because it is so good. And that is about all I can say to you on FreeAgent. So give it a try if you need a little bit of help in your accounting for your small business or freelance career. I hope you found this review useful. If you didn't, let me know. Just give me feedback either way. And I'll be back soon with more tutorials, more tips, more little reviews, anything I'll find basically. I hope you're enjoying this channel. And thanks for watching, guys.